Welcome to the Nostalgia Corner, the Christmas edition, the Christmas special edition. So I hope you enjoy this look at some very past, years gone by Christmas specials, and we have our starting Christmas. We're starting this video off, this overview off, on the Falcon Barry 1993 Christmas special, The Phantom. Issue number 1061, and we also have the All-American, All-Color 2016 Christmas special, issue number 1772 by Few Publications. And that cover was provided by Sal Voluto. So let's take a look. So this book was originally published by Jim Shepard. It's a Jim Shepard publication. And the book has 5 stories in it. It's got The Golden Sands of Kilauea, The Lions of Kukan, The Delta Pirates, The Star of Bengala, and Nukes. And I'll read this little text here. With the exception of the news story Nukes, which is faithfully presented in its entirety with a minimum retouching, all stories have been maliciously reassembled from the new bromides from the original artwork. Researchers will immediately spot the number of frames which were either deleted or redrawn to fit earlier editions. A minimum of editing has taken place, and this almost exclusively centers on the elimination of the word elimination of the word cont, meaning continuing, linking successive Sunday episode series. Students of the Phantom comic art history will also notice the dramatic changes in both scripting and artwork which has taken place in the period 1966 to 1993. The first story was The Golden Sands of Kilauea, and it appeared on the 18th of December 1966 and went until the 2nd of April 1967. And the next story, which is The Lions of Kukan, which first appeared on the 9th of April 1967 and went until the 6th of August 1967. And then we have The Delta Pirates, which appeared from the 14th of August 1977, and then it went until the 23rd of October 1977. Then we have The Star of Bengala, which appeared from the 30th of July 1978 and went until the 5th of November 1978. And then we have a new first time presented in this Few edition, The Nukes, the 5th story in this book, and that ran from the 21st of June 1993 and went until the 13th of November 1993. And that is pretty cool. Now, let's have a look at this book. Look at the artwork. It's just amazing. Really good. Now, obviously I might not actually talk about the stories that are actually in this book. We're just going to have a look at the Christmas special from years gone by, and this video is not a review. It's just an overview of what the book what these books look like, how the artwork is presented, and just reliving good times with old Phantom comics. And if you can say 2016's old, well, it sort of is. So yeah, it's like 7 years old, the special. It's just reliving for people out there, and because it's to do with the nostalgia of reading Phantom comics, and it may then bring up childhood memories of someone actually reading this comic book, which is always kind of good. Always kind of good to reading those types of comments that come through. It's awesome. I appreciate those. Yeah, it's good. Like, just hearing that, hearing the pages flick by. Good old ASMR for comics. And the coloring of these pages and the stuff that you're seeing on the video does not do the book justice. It's not white, it's not white, it's sort of a very, very brown, tingy like color. And it's very, what you're seeing on the screen, what you're seeing on here is very, very different to what I'm actually looking at. Yeah, it's like a brown tinge of white that I'm looking at. We'll just take a moment and we'll look at one of these panels. Just look at the simplistic nature of those panels and the drawings and the illustrations by Seymour Barry. So good, absolutely beautiful. On sale the 20th January 1994, Fuse annual special. The annual special always sells out fast. Order now. It's this annual special. I think, yeah, I actually have this annual special in the collection. Good old 1994. I have this book as well. I have all the copies that include this story. Back issue Phantoms. Comic Quest, specializing in back issue Phantoms. Wanted to buy all Phantoms, Valiant, Image, Star Trek, Star Wars, and selected Marvel, DC, Disney, and Australian comics. Just look at those old ads. The Army wants you. Phantom official fan club of Australia. Back when that club was actually functioning. Now at 2 great locations, famous faces. Now available, The Phantom Diary 1994. And this book was obviously from 1993, and that was 3 years before the 1996 movie came out, which is fantastic. And still holds, the movie still holds up very, very well. Look at that back cover. Very, very cool. And that was the 1993 Christmas special. Let's have a look at this one. The more modern type special. All American, all color 2016 Christmas special. The cover is by a Sal Voluto, and it is a wraparound cover. So it features both the rings and both sides of the Phantom's face. The issue number for this one is number 1772. 1772, and we have some daily comic strips. We have the Battlements of Nomad, which involve the very, very deadly character called the Nomad. It is by Tony DePaul. No, this is actually a Sunday story. Sorry about that. It's by Tony DePaul and Terry Beatley. Now the color for this type of paper is, yeah, it's white. It's pretty much on a creaminess of whiteness. Just look at those panels. Look at the coloring. Look how all those illustrations are done. Awesome. This annual is from 2016. So yeah, it's 7 years old, pretty much. The Twins Futures. It's by Paul Ryan and Tony DePaul. Just simple colouring, yet effective. Rest in peace, Paul Ryan. Then we have Farewell to the Deep Woods by, I think this might have been one of the first ever stories that we got to see by Tony DePaul and Mike Manley. Love seeing Mike Manley's art. And just look at it, it's 2016, Mike Manley, one of his first years on the daily strip after the very saddening passing of Paul Ryan. Look at this, and then look at the art that's coming out right now that Mike Manley was doing a few months ago. Very, there's a difference. There is a huge difference in his art. Mike Manley's art from then until now. Jumper. Oh no, the Nomad was actually Eric Sahara, he was a terrorist. And he played a big role in the Phantom's stories from the late 2000s to maybe the last couple of years when it all came crashing down. Then we have an SOS Phantom, and it was first published by King Comics in 1966. Oh, it's by Bill Lignante. And we have the old forum from 2016. We have old ads from 2016. I think these are still available. They are. 4 new stories. The Battlements of the Nomad, the Twins Futures, Farewell to the Deep Woods, and the SOS Phantom. I hope you enjoyed having a look at two of these old, you could say old Christmas specials.